Top of the morning to you. It is March 17th. Happy St. Patrick's Day. You get to solve some problems to celebrate. Again, I'm using all the same digits today, but this time I did all three different operations just like I wanted to. I didn't see any typos yet. So I have 12 plus 2 1/4. I know normally when we add fractions we need a common denominator, but this one doesn't have a fraction with it. So I can just add my whole numbers. 12 plus 2 is 14, and then I have 1/4. It's just 14 1/4. For 12 minus 2 1/4, I know it's tempting to set this up as like the 2 1/4 underneath here and to do all the borrowing and all of that. I do plan to do some number talk surrounding this this week, coming back to it, but let's use like a number talk strategy here. Okay, so think about this. 12 minus 2 1/4. So if I take 12 minus 2, that's 10, right? And if you take just another 1/4 away from the 10, like we know that 3/4 plus 1/4 is a whole, right? So if you want to take 1/4 away from 10, you would have 9 3/4. Because 9 plus 1/4 would give me 10. So it's kind of like the count up strategy will work. I can say to myself, well, 2 1/4, if I add 3/4 to that, I'm at 3. And 3 plus 9 is 12. If you wanted to borrow and do all that, you're more than welcome to do that. You can, and that strategy works. But we can use our fractional number sense to help us with problems like this as well. Okay, for number 3, I am trying to multiply these, so I'm going to put a 1 underneath that 12, and I'm going to change this to improper. 4 times 2 is 8. 8 plus 1 is 9/4. Now we can cross simplify here with the 4 and the 12. 4 goes into 4 once. 4 goes into 12 3 times. And 3 times 9 is 27. And 1 times 1 is 1. And we just get a plain old 27 for that one. On to the division. I'm going to leave my 1/3 alone and multiply by the reciprocal of 6, which is 1/6. So you should have 1/18 for number 4. For number 5, I'm going to leave that 3 alone and multiply by the reciprocal of 1/6, which would be 6. And 3 times 6 is 18. And for 3 divided by 6, that is the same as 3 times 1/6. And 3 times 1 is 3, and 1 times 6 is 6, and 3/6 simplifies to 1/2, not 2. 2 is a common error that I see for that, but this isn't 6 divided by 3, it's 3 divided by 6, so that's half. All right, number 7. A rectangle has a length of 3 2/5 inches and a width of 10 inches. Compute the area of the rectangle. I use that word compute because you might see it, and it just means solve it, calculate how much it is. So I want you to find the area, and I tell you it's a rectangle. To find the area of a rectangle, you simply multiply the length and the width. And when you're trying to multiply and you have mixed numbers, change them to improper. It makes it so much easier. 5 times 3 is 15. 15 plus 2 is 17/5 times, I'm going to put a 1 underneath this 10. And we can cross simplify here. 5 goes into 5 once. 5 goes into 10 twice. I'm left with 17 times 2. And you could do that as like 17 plus 17. Or you can say 7 times 2 is 14, and 10 times 2 is 20. 20 plus 14 is 34. No matter how you do it, you're going to get 34. And 1 times 1 is 1. So our final answer would be 34 inches squared. Put that little 2 there, because that means that you have square inches, and that's what you have when you're calculating area. Because we just did inches times inches, and that's why we have 2. All right, another rectangle has an area of 2 1/4 square centimeters and a length of 1/2 centimeter. What is the width of the rectangle? I don't give you the width, I give you the area. So if I want to find one of the missing side lengths, I have to use division. And what do I start with? I start with my area, 2 1/4, and I divide that by whatever side length is given. So in order to figure out 1/2 times what is 2 1/4, I can do 2 1/4 divided by 1/2. So in order to solve this, I need this to be written as a fraction first. So 4 times 2 is 8, plus 1 is 9/4, and I am going to use the inverse. Multiply by the reciprocal of 1/2, which would be 2, and in this case I will put the 1 underneath it because I do have some fractions to multiply. I can cross simplify the 2 and the 4. 2 goes into 2 once, 2 goes into 4 twice. 9 times 1 is 9, 2 times 1 is 2. And we're gonna make this a mixed number now. 2 times 4 gets me closest to 9. There's 1 left over out of 2. So 4.5, and this would just be centimeters, not centimeters squared, because we're not finding the area, we're just finding the side length. And side lengths aren't measured in square units, they're just measured in regular old units. All right, you are set with our bell work for today. Good luck with the rest of your stuff. Thanks for watching.